What's up, YouTube world? My name is Kevin McLeod, and welcome to another episode of The Man That Never Walked In. Today we're going to be talking about hypocrites. You know, how many people used to be hypocrites? Me. I was the biggest. And in some ways, I still am a hypocrite, but I'm saying I'm going to God about it. I'm praying to God. I said, God, help me to stop being a hypocrite. And for people who don't know the definition of a hypocrite, I'm going to break it down to you in the simplest form. A hypocrite is someone that, for example, let's say you are let's say you're a 40-year-old man, you have a 20-year-old son, and your son does weed. And you go up to your son, you say, son, you need to stop smoking weed because it's bad for you. But yet you're smoking it too. I realize, and not just as a leader, but as a person in general, you can't be a hypocrite. You can't tell people to do something if you're not doing it. I was horrible at that, you know, and it's been a habit since I was 16. You know, I was a hypocrite since I was 16 years old, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm a human being. I can admit my wrongs. I love talking about my wrongs, honestly. If you haven't noticed that already, because I know I make so many mistakes. I know it's people out there making mistakes. So the things that I'm saying, it can help me, or it can help somebody else. Or someone might say, hey, Kevin, if you're still battling with being a hypocrite, try this, or you should try that. Or something I may say in this video may help you and say, hey man, try doing this. This is what I'm trying and it's working, you know? So I talk about myself to help other people. But anyway, when you're a hypocrite, what's your mission? You know, why are you telling people not to do something if you're doing it? It makes absolutely no sense. You know, some of these videos I make, it's weird because what I'm about to say, I hope it makes sense to you guys. The videos that I make, a lot of things I'm going through. But when I make the video, I take my own advice and it helps me to overcome it. Then I post the video, you know. Right now, I still battle being a hypocrite. But with me making this video trying to help somebody, maybe it'll help me. You know, I know it may sound weird, and I've watched so many videos about how to be successful, you know, overcome being a hypocrite, staying focused, staying determined. But at the same time, you can watch the videos, you can read the books, but you have to make your own decision. So I say, you know what? I don't want to be a hypocrite anymore. So let me make a video. Oh, excuse me, it's a little cold out here. Let me make a video about what I think a hypocrite is and how to overcome it. And as I was in my thinking process and talking to God, I said, you know what? I got it. This is it. If you want to stop being a hypocrite, take your own advice. If you have a son that smokes weed, but you're smoking it, take your own advice. When you tell him to stop smoking it, you do it too. I feel like we depend on so many other people to help us. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like we depend on people more than we depend on God. And what you have to realize with God, how God works, he gives you the free will to do what you want to do in life. So you making your own decision, that's your own free will. So if you're a hypocrite, start taking your advice. Start taking your own advice, you know. If you don't like people that gangbang, but yet you're a gangbanger, get out the gang. I feel like it's just that simple. But I know a lot of people wondering, like, it's not that simple, you know. I've been a hypocrite for so long. How do I break that habit? Keep practicing. Listen, people, I have so many issues. So many things that I'm dealing with. So many things I'm battling with. Like being a hypocrite. Like, prime example, there was a time where I was smoking weed a lot. But I didn't like when other people smoke weed. I know being a hypocrite, and I know it sounds crazy, but that's how I thought. Like, I was doing it, and I wanted to stop, but I didn't know how to stop. But I didn't want to see like family members or just anybody in general do it. Or when I was an alcoholic, I didn't want other people being an alcoholic. But I didn't know how to stop personally. So I went and I seeked God. And he came to me, he spoke to me, he said, son, if you want to stop being a hypocrite, if you want to stop doing the things that other people are doing, then what you need to do is you need to keep practicing. And I know you're probably wondering, like, what do I mean by that? Keep practicing. When let's say you're addicted to sex and you want to stop. and you have a kid and they're having sex too and you want them to stop. Well, in order to help yourself and to help them, keep practicing not having sex. Go, if you're someone that's used to having sex every day, go a day without having sex. And you're gonna fail. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything or make anything sound good, but when you're trying to do certain things, when you're trying to break a habit, you're gonna fail. It's okay. I know, because I fail about certain bad habits that I'm trying to break, but keep going. You know, when you're trying to be successful in anything, you're gonna fail at something. So keep going, don't stop, don't give up. So when you're trying to break, I don't even know if this is a word, but it's gonna be a word today. When you're trying to break hypocritism, is what I like to call it. Keep going, you know? Like, for me, from the time I was 16 to now, I had a real bad habit of lying, but I hated liars. So I have to break that habit of lying. So I said, you know what? From now on, I'm gonna start telling the truth about things. No matter how brutally honest it is, I'm gonna start telling the truth about things. And if I lie, do the best to catch myself in a lie. But if I do lie, ask God for forgiveness and keep trying to tell the truth. And I feel like eventually that habit will be broke. But when you keep being a hypocrite, especially if you're in a leadership position, you're going to push people away in your life. People are going to look at you like, okay, why should I listen to you if you're doing it? Like, being a hypocrite, there's nothing good with being a hypocrite, especially when you're judging people. Oh, why do they smoke cigarettes? Or why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? But yet you're doing it. You know, you can't, it's like you're judging people, but you're in that circle of judgment, if that makes sense. And it doesn't work out like that. So it's just something for you guys to think about. You know, I hope this video helps. I hope I made sense in my video. Like I said, I'm still battling with being a hypocrite, but I'm taking it one day at a time. I'm still giving God praise, and I know everything will be all right. So with that being said, I may not know you, but I love you all. As my favorite quote goes, God is love and love is God. Thank you.